Check out that view. Yes, sir. 180's looking really good right now. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Adventures Outdoors. Got my partner in crime today. There goes our shuttle. Jordan's dad was kind enough to bring us up here. We are starting at Sam's Gap, 3,719 feet in elevation, right here on the Tennessee line. We're going to be crossing the line here in a second. We'll be dipping back and forth, Tennessee to North Carolina. We're excited about hitting the trail. It's supposed to be a beautiful day tomorrow. We're going to try to get in. We're going 25 miles to Johnny's Hostel, from Sam's Gap to Johnny's Hostel. So we started a little bit late. I don't know what time is it, Jordan, about 3 o'clock, I guess, a little after. And we're going to try to get in 10 miles today. I'm not really sure. We're not going to be able to stay at the shelter because it's only like 6 or 7 miles up the trail. We're going to try to get to some good campsites out of the wind, so try to get off this mountain. It's not super high, but yet you don't want to be up here. There's a precipitation of snow, like 20-30%. I don't really think that's going to happen. Well, we'll probably end up staying tonight, but the wind's supposed to be up to about 10 miles an hour, so wind kind of worries me more than anything. Those widowmakers and stuff. I don't mind snow and rain, but anyway, here we go. We're excited. I'm getting on a trail. George's with me. Just glad to be back out here, man. Feels good. Feels good. Anyway, let's get it. First place of the trail. Let's get it. We're working on an uphill. Pretty good one. This is pretty much been the scenery of the trail. Real foggy, muddy, mucky, and just up and down. So not much to see, but just wanted to check in. This is day one of day two. We're just a couple miles in at this point. Rolling right along. There's Jordan down there, coming up the trail. All right, guys, we made it to the top of this. Our first big climb. Looks like it opens up out here. Going to be absolutely no views today. Sam's Gap, we've come 2 miles. Hogback Ridge Shelter. So we got Big Bald is 4.5. Bald Mountain Shelter is 5.7. No Business Shelter is 16.3. Irwin's 22.6. So we're headed to Irwin. So that'll be our mark. We're of course not going there today. But there we go. Headed to, come 2 miles so far. Headed to between Irwin and Bald Mountain Shelters, what we're hoping to get. That's a big gap, so we're hoping to get probably another 7 or 8 miles in today. I don't know. we'll go till we feel like we want to stop. So we'll stop probably about an hour before dark, get camp set up. But absolutely no views up here on the first overlook. I was hoping this would be clear because I haven't hiked this part of the trail, but I've seen many people do it. It's beautiful right through here. So you can see, I mean, there's absolutely no views, but the trail is still beautiful. So anyway, we keep trekking on. We'll check back in a little bit later. Across mile 322. Normally there's a nice little fire pit right here. Great place to have lunch or camp, but usually there's really nice view. Not today. Ain't that right, Jordan?
It ain't happening, boy.
Not today. Moving on. Let's get it. Hey guys, we're still trekking along. It's been slow go with the mud and stuff, but you know, I think about days like this, any day out on trails, better than any day in the office. And you know, you don't really see great views, but this has got a majestic look to it too. We just passed a section hiker. Shout out to him. His trail name was Preacher. Really nice guy. I was asking him some questions about some gear that he had, and had just a quick discussion and talk with him. I love talking, seeing new people, meeting new people out on the trail. But we was talking about how this he made a comment about walking in the clouds, and he says not every day you get to walk in the clouds, and that's so true. I mean, not a lot of great views today. One thing I can say about it is I look across this forest and it's just a majestic look to it, and it's got its place on trail days. And I know anybody that's, you know, section hiked or definitely through hike can attest that this has its place, and it's beautiful in its own way. But anyway, just some thoughts. Not much going on today. We're not making the pace that we want to make. We may have to drop off the trail. Jordan's hips starting to hurt a little bit, and we just had to be really careful today, you know, climbing over these slick rocks and roots, and it's just hard slipping and sliding. But we're trying to make it another 4.5 miles, actually probably another 5.5 miles, but it's 6 o'clock now, and it's going to get we're going down in elevation, which I do like. So if we don't make it, I think we'll be okay to tent any place. We just passed a pretty good spot, so we're hoping to find a decent place up here to tent camp. I just told him, just let me know, sometimes your body tells you to get off sooner than you want to. So we're just rolling right along. We're trying to slow down our pace just a little bit, and hopefully we'll get to Bald Mountain Shelter. There's a tent site past Bald Mountain Shelter is really where we wanted to be, because tomorrow if we don't get there, it's going to be a further day. But we've got a full day tomorrow. We'll wake up real early, and that's supposed to be pretty. So hey, no agenda, we're out here loving it. Y'all gotta stick with us. Anybody want to go on a nature trail? Here comes Jordan. Moving along. First good view of the day. You can see the fog starting to lift. Right now we're trying to find a tent spot. Jordan's, he's hurting pretty bad, his hips and stuff. It's giving him some problems. So the bad part about it is we was on an uphill when it happened, and we're just cresting a false flat here where you're not going to make it to the shelter tonight. So we're going to try to find, out of the wind, a good place to disperse and get our tents in a level spot. But so far, the last mile, we haven't found anything, so he's in pretty bad pain. So hopefully we can find something. So anyway, we move on. Hopefully in about another half a mile, I think we're going to find something up here. I've seen on gut hooks there's maybe a bad weather trail that cuts off the mountain. Usually in those spots there's some level places we can pitch a tent. Anyway, we will see you at camp. Hey guys, we made it. We're in a makeshift spot. We found this little road running up through here. The AT runs along here, and it's a level spot in here. And Jordan's hips are killing him. And we've got the biggest climb coming up right after this, and it's about 600 foot of gain. So we're gonna get set up here before it gets completely dark on us, and we'll check back in, get supper cooked, and he can rest. So anyway, we made it to camp. Didn't make it near as far as what we wanted to, but we're on top of this mountain, and it's going to be windy tonight, so we're going to stake in and dig in. So anyway, we'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, we finally made it into a campsite here that we kind of a makeshift. Jordan's, we finally got off the trail. We'd had to do some backtracking, but we're off a service road. For bad weather, we're up pretty high. We're up like 5,000 feet of elevation. We didn't make it as far as we quite wanted to, but with the conditions, we had to pull off, and we found a pretty good flat spot here. We should be able to get a really nice sunrise in the morning. So we got the tents tied off, and just had dinner, crawled into these warm sleeping bags, and we're ready for some rest. So anyway, we're gonna get up in the morning at about 6:30 to 7 o'clock, just ease into our day, see how Jordan's feeling. We may have to bail off the trail before we get to Johnny's hostel, but we're gonna see how he feels. Feels pretty good. Then we've got about a 19-miler in front of us tomorrow, so I'm not quite sure if we can pull it off, but either way, we're gonna do our best to try to do it. But anyway, we'll check back in the morning. That concludes day one, and it was a great day. Not many views, but tomorrow is our high hopes, and with the weather, we'll see some nice views on top of some of these peaks. So good morning, everybody. It is a cold one. The wind beat us to death last night. This is day two. It's about 7:30. It's been hard to get up this morning, but pretty much you can see the tent's flapping, and that don't do it any justice. I mean, we had to camp. There's Jordan's tent over there. Where we had to camp last night is up on top of a mountain pretty much. We had to just pull off trail and find a pretty level spot. That we got lucky to find a level spot, but it was good till about 3 this morning, and then from about 3 on, it has been super windy. So
We are not wanting to get up this morning. I'd say it's 20 some degrees right now, but the wind blowing, I'd say it feels like it's 10 degrees. We was cocooned in our sleeping bags. We stayed warm, but it is cold out there and the wind blowing like crazy. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's beat the tents all night. So, but anyway, we're gonna get some coffee and get on trail soon here. We're hoping Jordan feels better. That way we can make some mileage. We've got 19 miles to our intended destination, but I doubt, I'd say we pull off due to, we only made it just a little over 5 miles in yesterday. So I doubt, we've got some pretty big mountains ahead of us today on trail. So we've got another, we may only make it to Spivey Gap, which is about 7 miles and something. So we got all day to get there. Jordan's hips was killing him really bad yesterday, just started acting up on him, so we had to really slow down and stop a lot. So it just killed our mileage. We was hoping to get double what we got, but we didn't, and that's okay. We've got to fall back, so we're gonna try to get up this morning, get going, and we may just take our time and make that 7 and pull off at the Gap. So either way, we had a good time yesterday, otherwise, and everything. So we're gonna get up, get the food cooked, and breakfast, get some coffee in us, and try to get going. It's kicking.
Hey guys, we have been like turtles this morning trying to get out of camp. We want to show you our setup. Jordan over there, here I am. Jordan's still getting out of bed.
Getting out of bed, nothing. I had to put my britches on.
But we've had a good time this morning. We ended up, just to kind of let you guys know, we have cut it in half just with Jordan's hip, the way it acted up, and I've had those problems too. Any hiker knows. He's just starting out this year, so he's trying to work everything up, and I put a 25 miler on us in a day and a quarter, and it's been a little bit too much. We had some big uphills and stairs we had to do. So with that being said, we had to get off trail yesterday at about, I think it's like 5.6 miles in, and we was hoping to get to at least 10. So we got about half what we really wanted, but sometimes you got to make those calls and then shorten your trip. But today, the great thing about today is we'll see a bunch of great views. I don't know if you guys can see, but we are headed up this mountain right here, and that's a bald up there, and I'm pretty sure the trail goes up there. It probably does some switchbacks. I've never been on this part of the trail, but that's where we're going. We'll cross this. This is 50-some hundred feet of elevation. So anybody knows after you get past 5,000 feet, trees stop growing and you get some great views. But we're along an access. There's an access road right here, and we come by this spot. The AT is right here, which we'll just go down the hill and pick it back up on. It's right down here. You can see I-26 down there headed to Irwin. We passed this spot and went down and cut across and come back up the access road where it leveled out, and we set up right here. It's pretty level. I was a little downhill, but we done the cardinal sin last night, and it's something that's very dangerous, and I want to point it out. I mean, this was a really bad spot. After it was about dark when we got in here, and Jordan was in so much pain. I wanted to get him off trail because I didn't want anything to happen and we have to do something drastic. But over top of us is there's a big limb right here and some small limbs right here. Widowmakers like crazy. I mean, it's very dangerous, and we got winds last night. I bet you it was gusting 25 miles an hour. So very, very rookie mistake. Whenever you tent, you better make sure nothing like that's overhead. But we got lucky. Lord protected us. So, but anyway, we're tramming right along, and there's somebody on the trail. But we are see the AT runs right there. So. Everybody's out this morning, kind of in that bubble of everybody hiking through. So we're going to get back on trail, and we're hoping to make some mileage today. We're going almost 8 miles today, and we're going to Spivey Gap. So anyway, we'll show you some nice sights and sounds along the way, and y'all can tell the wind is kicking right now. So anyway, we're going to get back on trail and get after it. We're fixing to close down camp, put our tents in our bags, and hit the trail. So okay guys, we are finally packed up. We're about to hit the trail. Literally right here. So anyway, we'll check back in when we get to a nice view. So let's get it. Day 2, headed to changed our plans a little bit just due to everything that happened yesterday and transpired. Going to Spivey Gap. Should have some good looking views along the way, and we'll share them with you. So it's very cold right now, in the teens, about 20 mile an hour gust. We're ready to get off the top of this dang mountain. We're done with it. It's already getting better as we're starting to descend. Y'all stick with us. Day 2. Let's get it. Check it out, guys. Freaking incredible. Haven't even made it to the top yet, but the views are looking fantastic. Oh wow. If we continue on up, the top's probably going to be crowded today with people. Today's Saturday. So Jordan's making his way up. He's right there. Check out that view. Yes, sir. 180's looking really good right now. Oh yes, fantastic. Wind's blowing. This is Big Bald, everybody. Elevation 5516. Unreal. Enough of it, guys. It's incredible. Look at me, Jordan.
What's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Found vendor to the top.
Yep. Gotta go right up through there. Just come from right up there. Here comes Jordan. He's come right around the and come down. We're at the next bald. We continue on.
What's up?
Alongside my buddy here, I'm carrying him this trip. He'll probably have to carry me next, so I hope he gets rested up. My whole leg probably broke next time. He'll have to put me in his sack.
I ain't got no room.
He's loaded down. Anyway, we're having a good time. Like I said before, there's no good thing, but Jordan's hips and knees are just giving him fits. Only thing good come out of it is we'd never seen this yesterday. It was so socked in with fog, there'd be no way. So one good thing about it, we got this great view. So this is really what we're out here for, is these views. This gives us the high and motivation. So we're trucking right along. We'll check back in a little bit. So weather's great, trail's good. It's muddy in some places, but we'll stop up here shortly and get some water and some food. Well guys, we made it to the shelter. Bald Mountain Shelter. We've come 7.6 miles. We're going to Spivey Gap, which is 5.7 today. So we've shortened it up. We was going to go further to Johnny's Hostel, but just couldn't make it. Jordan's still not any better. So, but anyway, we'll go out here and do some lunch. Take a break and let him rest up. Hopefully he'll start feeling better. Here is the shelter. Pretty nice. Time to do some lunch. Well guys, we made it here eating. We got the spread, all healthy. Peanuts, really good for you. Good source of vitamin M. Cliff Bar, that is like gold on the trail.
That one's a good source of vitamin C for chocolate.
Jordan's he's got the peanut butter fix going on.
I'm ready to fix me some ramen.
You can see my Sawyer squeeze bottle still has ice chunks in it, and I'm trying to let it melt, and it's probably not going to happen. Got them backpacks off of us. Jordan's feeling better by the second. So anyway, we're gonna sit here for a bit, get rested up, hit the trail again. But it's a beautiful day. Wind's blowing. It's a little bit chilly when you stop, but beautiful day. Ain't that right, Jordan?
Beautiful.
All right, guys, we'll check back in a bit. Hey guys, I've just come like 0.1 from the shelter, and just wanted to just give you some good advice. Always keep a cup cut, you know, like I put it in my coffee cup here. I keep it in this. You don't always need it, but on streams like this, there's no way, if you notice, there's no way you can actually get water from here and, you know, like put your can, Nalgene bottle or anything. So what you have to do is you just have to fill it up this way and then just, you know, dump it in. So anyway, you know, that's just a little tip that just keep you just a cut-off bottle where you can do some dipping. And in these streams like this where water may be scarce, you need alternatives to be able to get to the water. So anyway, just a little tip. Check it out, guys. Awesome. Going right up through there, and we'll drop down. So I'm going to show you, just opened up. Beautiful day. Another really nice view. We're almost to the summit. Saw a chair. We made it to the top. Not much of a view. In person it is, but not much of a view. If you'll notice, right over there is where we was this morning at the Balds. Big Bald right there. It's beautiful. Nothing much to see. The trees are kind of buried. Moving on. Got a couple of deer right here. I mean, they don't act like Nice little view right here. You got a steep descent right around through there. Not too far from Spivey Gap. We've got a couple more uphills, and then another descent will be there. Just easing right along. Last couple miles I've been dealing with a lot of left knee pain. It's just old injuries. But these flats like this are really nice, and actually the uphills feel good on the knee. It's the downhills that really just kill my knee, because it's inner knee pain, and any knee pain. Coming downhill is the worst. But anyway, I just thought I would share. I'm doing okay. It's just you gotta embrace the suck sometimes of maybe like a little bit of pain in your legs or back or something. But my shoulders and back's been doing really good. It's just this left knee pain. But anyway, I'll check back in with you guys a bit later. Summit's 4,280 feet. Looks to be, it says high rocks. Looks to be like a side trail, I guess, where a view's at. But Jordan's behind me. I'm gonna continue on the AT. We just want to make sure we hit our. We took some rest due to his knee, but it's pretty cool rocks right here. I thought I'd show you guys. Some awesome views too. We just come from over there, that high peak. That descent was brutal. That got my knee hurting today. These rocks are pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Well, this ain't funny to Jordan, but at that sign back there, the AT can kind of get confusing. So note to anyone watching this, anytime you see any other blaze besides a white blaze, you are not on the AT. If there's a blue blaze, it's usually a scenic overlook or a better vantage point of a view or water, period. And I guess it could be a couple, other things too, like a road. But if it's got a different than white marker, you're not on the AT. Turn around and go back. There's usually a sign or something indicating where the AT is, and the AT is very worn. But he just took probably a 0.1 up a very steep climb to the top of those rocks, which is an awesome view. He got up there and overlooked and seen me down there, and he's like, "How'd you get down there?" And I said, "You got to go back." And he misunderstood me and come actually around. I don't even know how he got up there, but anyway, he had to come back down and then back up to where I was. But just comedy in the misery sometimes. Bless his heart, his knees still killing him, and hips and everything. We've got a 1.7 mile descent. We got to make it there in an hour, so we're kind of pushing the envelope now. So anyway, he's wanting this one to be done. But I thought that was funny. He's not gonna find it funny, but I gotta laugh anyway. So he laughs at me, I laugh at him. That's what keeps us going. Moving on. Hey, okay guys. I put some distance between me and Jordan. I'm hiding behind this tree. The trail is right here. He's got to walk right by me. I'm gonna try to stay hid. I don't know if I can with this big pack. I'm gonna try to scare him. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, I see him coming. He's a couple 100 yards away. I've got to get tucked in behind this tree, or he'll see me. He's got to be coming. I don't know if I'm hiding behind this tree or not. Got this big pack on me. Rah! We're just a few hundred yards from our pickup. It's been a great hike. I've really enjoyed it, and I know Jordan has too. He's just been working that bum knee. So anyway, this is going to be the ending video. We thank y'all guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. Adventures outdoors. Us, we're just old country boys out here sharing what we love to do and our passions. And we've got more to come. And every trip you learn, and you get stronger, you get better, wiser. So guys, thank you for coming along. From Sam's Gap to Spivey, we had to cut it short, but still a great hike. Today we seen some magnificent views up on Big Bald, and Little Bald had a nice view as well. So thank you for joining us, sticking with us. We hope you enjoyed it. Sam's Gap 13.4. That's what we did. All right, guys, we made it. What do you think, Jordan?
I think it's been a little rough because of the knee, but other than that, it's been real good. Good weather.
All right, that's it. There's our ride.